I want to show you a vision of Auckland life in 30 years' time. We want to ensure Auckland's economic well-being into the future, to improve the lives of all Aucklanders by making this the world's most livable city. To bring this vision to life, we have to get our city moving. For decades, our economy has been suffocated by our inability to agree on major infrastructure projects. Now we are one city. We have the chance to be courageous, to make sure lifeblood flows to all corners of our region through a network of road, rail, ferry, bikeways and walkways. And a major artery will be rail. Much of the network is already in place. But to get the blood really pumping, 3 crucial rail links need to be completed. Our first priority is the inner city rail loop. It will free up capacity on the whole network and help to unclog our roads by bringing more people into the city on train. This plan was designed by a team of international transport and urban design development experts. The inner city rail loop is the most critical element of Auckland's transformation into a globally competitive city. Later will come rail to the airport, providing passenger and freight connections to the Auckland International Airport. And thirdly, rail to the North Shore, which will vastly improve the quality of life of the people of the shore and in the city centre. It's going to cost money, but it will cost more if we choose to delay. It's going to take time, but we have no time to waste, and here's why. Auckland's population, presently 1.4 million, will be around 2.5 million in 2035. Our existing transport infrastructure simply will not cope. You know this. If you think it's bad now, it will be crippling if we do not act. Let me show you how the lives of 2 Auckland families of 2040 will be improved with the advent of these 3 rail links. Firstly, the Reid family of Mount Albert.
David Reid's a laboratory technician who works in the downtown area of the city centre. His wife Andrea works for an insurance company on the North Shore. Andrea and David catch the train to Aotea station together. He then continues on to Britomart, while Andrea trains across the Waitemata Harbour to the Akaranga station. This rail link has dramatically reduced the number of car trips to and from the North Shore.
With more people taking the train, the roads will be free to flow better. By 2040, the inner city rail loop alone is projected to remove tens of thousands of car journeys a day. Commercial activity can happen much faster on roads that are not congested.
Daisy Reid's life literally revolves around the inner city rail loop. She flats in Grey Lynn and studies in the city's learning precinct, so she simply catches the train from K Road into town to suit her lecture timetable. Her best friend Katie lives in Newmarket, so Daisy often takes the inner city loop to meet her there.
We want Auckland to have quality built environments with clusters of livable residential, commercial and social developments based around these transport hubs, where people and business can move about more freely.
Meanwhile, Daisy and Katie are still using the inner city rail loop as they head back into town for a night out.
The inner city rail loop is the catalyst for intensification and revitalisation of our central city. Our second family is the Leota family of Manukau. How will life be for them in 2040?
Mike Leota is a shift supervisor at an in-flight catering company at the Auckland airport. He travels from Manukau to the airport station. This is a southern growth area experiencing a huge economic boom through the vital passenger and freight connections to the airport and new related businesses. And the area's potential is being realised with new schools, parks and the opening up of access to the Manukau harbour. And tourism is flourishing too.
Today, overseas visitors to our city stay an average of just 1.5 nights. We want to grow that to 3 or 4 nights on average. Auckland will be a destination and not just a gateway to the rest of the country. Rail to and from the airport will improve the way visitors get to and from our fantastic amenities and attractions.
And at Christmas, Mike's able to meet his mother at the airport and take her home on the train. Eldest son Isaac is studying information science at Massey University in Albany. Petrol's more expensive in 2040, and the train is so convenient that Isaac never uses a car. Fewer cars mean a more eco-friendly city with a reduction in greenhouse gases. First, Isaac heads into town, then onto the rail link that connects the North Shore with the inner city rail loop. Safina Leota has just started a part-time job at a fashion boutique. This is one of the new shops in the thriving retail centre that's sprung up around the Akaranga train station.
The inner city rail loop will grow a vibrant inner city area and will improve our economic well-being. Business people will be able to move rapidly around our city, and the number of jobs around the new rail stations will increase significantly, all without using any more scarce land or money on roads and car parks. On our doorstep, we have 180 beaches, 3 of the most beautiful harbours on the planet. We have the Gulf Islands, the Waitakere rainforests and ranges, and the 56 volcanic cones, features no other city in the world can best. To ensure all Aucklanders can enjoy these, to ensure our economic well-being, and to be a true eco-city, we have to unclog our roads. You've seen a vision of the way Auckland can be, can work in the decades to come. It will take time and money, but we have the vision and we can build this rail network. Do this and we'll have gone a long way towards making Auckland the world's most beautiful, most livable city.